How's it going, guys? So just 10 past 1 there now, so we'll wait until about 16 or 17 minutes past 1 o'clock to get started. So all you need is just a mat and water. If you have some water there beside you, that'd be great. Yeah, we'll just let people log in there and start in about 5 or 6 minutes. Okay. We'll just give another 2 or 3 minutes, guys, before we start. So if you want to throw on some music for yourself, do so. We're just having a few issues with YouTube just cutting off our videos. So if you have some music, yeah, just we'll start in about 2 or 3 minutes. So a mat, some music, and some water is all you need. Okay, so again, we'll just give another 3 minutes and then we'll get going. Okay, good afternoon, guys. How are you? Just coming up to 1:15 there, so I'm going to give it 2 more minutes. Okay, just for those who might be running late. Okay, so just again, all you need, guys, is a mat, and then just the area obviously around that mat, and then if you have some music, just that you can throw on for yourself there, just down nice and low. If you want to put on some music, that's fine. So I won't be playing any music here, but if you want to throw on some, feel free. Okay. Okay, good afternoon, guys. How are you? We'll get going there in the next 30 seconds or so. So again, as I said, if you want to throw on some music, just for those of you who are joining in, there's a few more numbers jumping in there. So all you need is a mat, and if you want to put on some music for yourself, feel free. Okay, so again, about maybe 35 minutes of work. Some of the moves will be tougher than others, obviously. So the class in general is for, I suppose, beginner to intermediate level. But again, I'll give you some cues if you want to make some of the moves slightly tougher, if you're finding them too easy. Okay, so again, beginner to intermediate level. We'll start in the next 20 seconds. Okay, so we're going to start from standing and just do a bit of breath work, and then I'll talk through each move as we go. So about 35 minutes of work. And again, all you need is a mat, some water, and some music if you'd like. Okay, so 17 minutes past there, guys. We'll get going. Again, if anyone can't hear me at any stage, just feel free just to drop a comment in the comment box here to your right-hand side. I think we should be good there. Okay, right. Okay, guys. So stepping to the back of your mat. Okay, so whatever. I have two mats just facing in each direction, so you can see me on certain moves. Okay, so from there, guys, bring the feet together. Bring your hands right overhead. Take a deep breath in. Okay, and then on the breath out, just grab the backs of the legs, just hook your chest toward the thighs, and then just hold that position out for about 20 to 30 seconds. Just taking a few deep breaths in and out. Just trying to sit your hips back. Trying to relax the legs. Trying to relax the backs of the legs. So just use your breath. Just breathe in and breathe out. And again, I'll give you some cues throughout the class in terms of the direction of your breath and the pace at which you control your breath. So we'll just hold that there for another 10 seconds. Again, just take a few deep breaths in and out. Good for 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there, guys. Get feet stay together. Hands come right overhead. Then from there, down and touch the front of the body. So touch the toes. Try to get the two hands flat on the floor as much as possible. Don't bend knees. Keep the legs locked out. If you're struggling to get to the floor, just hold that position and just let your palms hover above the floor. Good for 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, from there, guys, again, feet about hip width apart this time, so separate the feet, and then just gently pivot off left and right foot. So just let the body spin from left to right. Again, it's using that outside foot, just pivot left to right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, guys, just get a few walkouts. So again, stepping to the back of your mat, hands overhead, feet about hip width apart. Trying to keep the legs as straight as possible. Down and touch the toes. Walk your hands out into a push-up position or a high plank position. Okay, hold that position, and then from there, when you're ready, just walk your hands straight back into toward your feet. Come to a stand. Okay, we'll get 2 more. So again, hands overhead. Down and touch the toes. Walk your hands out to that push-up position. Get to your push-up position. Walk your hands straight back into toward your feet. Come to a stand. Okay, and then 1 more. Hands overhead. Down and touch the toes. Walk your hands out to the push-up position. Get to that push-up position, and then from there, walk the hands straight back in towards the feet. Okay, from there, stepping again to the center of your mat. Okay, so wherever you feel most comfortable on the mat, just doing some single leg work. Okay, so shoulders back and down to start. I'm going to stand on my right leg to start off. Okay, and then from there, just gently sweep that left leg just forward and back, just nice and gently. Try to keep the head in neutral. Try and keep the shoulders back and down. Okay, and then from there, just work that left and right leg. So whatever foot you're standing on. Okay, just grip the mat with your big toe on your heel bone, and then just gently sweep that leg forward and back. We're going to stay on this right leg or left leg, whatever leg you're standing on, for the next about 60 seconds. Okay, so nice controlled. Sweep forward and back. At any stage, if you feel you're losing your balance, just bring that leg that's moving up and down to the floor to just regain your balance. Okay, so nice control. Keep forward and back. Straight lines. Just think a pendulum on a clock. Tip forward, tip back. Keep your upper body stable. Okay, from there, guys, again, don't lose that grip on the foot, on the right or left foot. Bring your foot in front. Sweep your foot behind. Sweep in front and sweep behind. So again, my upper body is staying stable. Just sweeping the foot to the front of my body, and then sweeping that foot to the back of my body. Get 4 or 5 more on this side. Good for 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, stay standing again on that leg. If you need to get your balance, just bring that opposite leg to the floor and take a break. Shoulders are still back and down, and then from there, just gently kick wide, reset, kick wide, and reset. So again, as you start to move that leg out towards your left or right hand side, your upper body is not moving. So if you watch my upper body, it stays stable. All that moves is that leg moving. So focus on what's not moving as opposed to what is moving. Good. We'll go 3 more. 2, for 1. From there, bring that knee through up to 90 degrees. Okay, and then just hold that position. And then the shoulders come back and down once more. So again, keep your head facing forward towards the screen if you can. Pinch your shoulder blades, draw your shoulders back and down and hold.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, so just getting a bit of a stimulus into that single leg. Swapping sides then, starting off, again, grip the mat with your big toe and your heel bone on the opposite leg, and then just start off by once more kicking forward and back. So again, upper body stays stable, shoulders are back and down, head is facing towards the screen, so you're not trying to look towards the floor. Okay, to maintain your balance, look straight ahead, and then just work that single leg by, again, gripping for your big toe and your heel bone on that left or right leg, whatever leg you've swapped onto. Good, let's get 6 more sweeps. Good, for 3. Again, without losing balance, if you can keep balancing on that single leg, bring the foot in front, sweep it behind. So a semicircle in front of the body, and then behind the body. Good. Again, focus on the grip on the floor with your big toe and your heel bone, so you've got a slight arch in that foot that's on the ground. And again, your upper body stays stable. Try to not let your body move from left to right. Good. Okay, 5 more on this side. And again, if you need to take your break, just bring the foot that's moving to the ground. Good. 2, 1. Okay, reset. Feet together, shoulders back and down. Kick wide, reset. Kick wide, reset. Good. We'll go for 7 or 8 reps here. Again, keeping that grip with your big toe and your heel bone. You've got a slight arch in that foot that's on the ground. Soften the knee to try and maintain the balance as much as you can. Good. We'll go for 3 more. Again, as you start to move, don't let your upper body move. Start small and then increase the distance you feel you can kick that leg if you can. Good. And relax. Okay, from there, guys, bring that knee through to 90 degrees. Again, hold the position. Shoulders back and down. Head is in neutral. Soft bend in that knee to support your balance. Good, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, take a break. Shake the legs out. Okay, from there, guys, into some pelvic shifts. Okay, so just trying to find our neutral position with our pelvis. Okay, so again, I'll just turn side on. From that position, then I want you to set your feet about hip width apart. Okay, so feet are in line with your hips, in line with your shoulders, so your feet aren't wide, so they're just inside each side of the mat. Okay, from there, again, trying to resurrect the arch in both feet, so lift the arch in both feet by gripping the mat, your big toe on both feet rather, and your heel bones. Okay, from there, exaggerate that pelvis forward and back, so just get a few pelvic shifts. Okay, so shifting the pelvis forward, shifting the pelvis back, and again, focus now on nothing moving above your breastbone or nothing moving from the mid-thigh. So everything from your mid-thigh towards your feet and everything from your breastbone to your head stays stable. You're just shifting the pelvis forward and back, just feeding that movement into your hips. But again, as you start to move your hips, don't let your head or your chest or your shoulders start to move to compensate the movement through your hips. Good. Shift the pelvis forward, shift the pelvis back. So again, notice the positions you're getting to. You're getting that arch in your lower back, and then you're flattening your lower back as you bring your pelvis forward. Good. So again, everything stays stable from mid-thigh as far as your feet, and then from your breastbone as far as your head. Okay, so you're getting to those 2 extremes. So extreme number 1, getting that arch in the lower back, and then extreme number 2 by shifting the pelvis forward towards the front of the room or towards that screen. Okay, from there, then I want you to come to neutral. So that halfway point between those 2 points. Okay, and then from there, shoulders come back and down, so release the hands, and let's just take a few breaths in and out from here. Okay, so think about, again, pelvic floor activation. For those of you that know how to do that, that's good. If not, I'll just talk you through some points, okay, to get the most out of the class. So again, gripping the mat with your feet, and resurrecting that arch in your foot, shoulders back and down. Okay, and then from there, for the next 30 seconds, just take a few deep breaths in and out by yourself. And again, I'll give you some cues to help you activate pelvic floor and the muscles in and around our pelvic floor. Okay, so deep breath in. On your breath out, think about activating that pelvic floor. Again, think about bringing your tailbone towards your pubic bone. Think about bringing your pubic bone up towards your breastbone. Shoulders back and down. Keep the glutes quiet. Keep your tummy quiet. So you're just activating that slinger muscle beneath the body. Okay, that slinger muscle between your tailbone and your pubic bone. Again, tailbone comes towards your pubic bone. It sweeps in underneath your body. And then in turn, your pubic bone sweeps up towards your navel or up towards your belly button. So again, take a few deep breaths in and out. Keep that arch in both feet. Try to externally rotate the legs. So imagine rolling the legs out, opening up the hips, but again, keeping that arch in the feet. Shoulders are still back and down. Tailbone to pubic bone. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Again, your breath out is your pelvic floor connection. Your breath in, you're trying to hold that connection. And then every time you breathe out, you're trying to reinforce and re-engage that connection of pelvic floor. So hips are stable, hips are neutral. Okay, and then again, think about your breath work to activate pelvic floor. Okay, so I'll talk about those points throughout the moves we will do throughout the class. Okay, from there, guys, step into the back of your mat once more. Okay, just finishing off our warm-up series, hands from overhead, get some space for yourself, down and touch. This time when we walk the hands out to our push-up position, get to that push-up position. Okay, from there, spike the hips up towards the roof, drop the head between the hands into our downward dog. Okay, and then from there, if you can, press through your hands, take the force through your elbows, and then slide your body forward, and then through. Okay, and then we're just going to stretch into our back and our spine. Okay, so lifting the shoulders again, back and down. From that position then, turn the toes in towards the floor, back to the position, spike the hips up towards the roof. Hold that position for a split second in our downward dog, just trying to press the heels into the floor. Okay, and then from there, again, drop the head towards the ground, sweep the body forward and through, lift the chest off the ground, draw your shoulder blades back and down. And again, just take a few deep breaths in and out from that position. Okay, we do one more, turn the toes in, support your body weight, press to your hands, drop your heels to the floor, drop your head between your hands and hold. Okay, and then from there, once more, guys, again, press with the hands, bend the elbows, sweep the body forward and through, look straight ahead, draw your shoulders back and down. Okay, and then hold that position, take a deep breath in. Okay, and then on your breath out, sitting back into child's pose, so sitting back into the hips, drop the head, bring the hands. Okay, we're just going to hold that position now for about 10 or 15 seconds. So taking a few deep breaths in and out, drop your head onto the mat, try and reach your hands forwards, try and creep the hands of your palms of your hands forward towards the front of the mat. For 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, from there, guys, if you want to grab a quick drink of water, do so. Okay, we're into our first move then, which will be for about 30 seconds or 40 seconds per side. Okay, so again, I'll get going in about 20 seconds. Grab a quick drink if you'd like.
Okay, great numbers in there, guys. Thanks a million.
Okay, so from there, guys, again, popping down onto all fours, on the hands and on the knees. Okay, so your hands are stacked directly beneath your shoulders, your knees are stacked directly beneath your hips. Okay, and then from there, it's getting some movement into our spine to start off. So drop the lower back towards the floor, look straight ahead. Okay, take a few deep breaths in and out from that position. Okay, and then from there, I want you to focus on the breath in. On the breath out, then reverse that to drop the tailbone to the floor, lift the shoulder blades high, press your 2 hands into the floor or into the mat. Okay, and then we'll do one more in each direction. So we're doing the exact same movement as we did from standing with our hips. Okay, so we're getting that arch into our lower back. That's extreme number 1. Okay, and then reverse that by dropping your tailbone, lifting your shoulder blades, and that is extreme number 2. Okay, when you're ready then, come to that neutral point between those 2 extremes. So again, if you watch the screen there, there's a straight line from the back of my head towards my tailbone. Okay, from there, holding that position, keep the head facing towards the ground. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Again, breath out, think pelvic floor activation. Think breath in, hold that connection of pelvic floor. Next breath out, re-engage and reinforce that connection. And again, we'll just hold this position now for about 10 or 15 seconds. Just taking a few deep breaths in. And then taking a breath out, trying to re-engage and reinforce that connection of pelvic floor. So again, think drawing your tailbone towards your pubic bone. Think lifting everything up from the front of your body around your pubic bone up towards your navel. But again, as you do so, you're not squeezing the tummy, you're not squeezing the glutes, you're just activating that single muscle beneath the body between the 2 legs, the connection between your upper body and your lower body. Okay, keeping that breathing going then, guys. Okay, reach your right hand in front. As you reach the right hand, keep the palm facing towards the floor as much as possible. Okay, and then from there, reach the left leg behind the body, and we're going to hold that position for 30 seconds. Okay, so breathing in and breathing out. Again, think breath out, pelvic floor activation, think pelvic floor re-engagement. Breath in, hold the connection. And again, keep everything as stable as possible through the hips, through the shoulders. So nothing should move, your head is in neutral. You're concentrating on your breathing. You're concentrating on keeping everything as stable as possible. Breathe in. Again, breath out, pelvic floor activation. Stabilize your body through your pelvic floor with your pelvic floor. For 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and reset. Okay, from there, again, ensure that you're in a neutral pelvic position. And then from that position, reach your left hand in front, reach your right leg behind, and once more hold. Okay, so 30 seconds, reaching, holding, and again, keep shoulders stable, keep the hips stable. Nothing should move through the shoulders, through the hips, through the head. Breath in, breath out, pelvic floor activation. Breath in, hold the connection. Think about the direction of your breath on each move. Think about the speed of your breath. If you're breathing in and out through your nose, try and bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth. If you're breathing into the nose and out through the mouth, keep that movement, or keep that breath going in that direction. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, reset this time. Again, we're going to go back to our right hand and left foot. We're just going to make it a dynamic movement. Okay, so reaching right hand and left foot at the same time. Reach, reset to the starting position. We're going to do 8 off each side. Reach, reset. Again, as you start to move, there should be no movement in your lower back. There should be no movement in your hips. Think about your breath. If you want to breathe out as you extend, that's your activation. Breathe in, reset your starting position. 4 more. Reach in front. Reset. 3 more. Breath out as you reach. Breath in as you reset. 2 more. Breath out as you reach. Breath in as you reset. 1 more. Reach. Breathe out. Activation. Breathe in. Reset. Okay, before we start the opposite side, again, ensure you're in neutral. Make sure there's no arch in your lower back or your shoulders aren't rounded up towards the roof. Okay, from there, reset. Take a breath in. Breath out. Left hand, right foot reach. Good. Reset to the starting position. Tap the hand, tap the toe off the floor. 7 more. Reach. Reset. Breathe out as you reach. Breathe in as you reset. That's 3. We'll do 5 more. Good. Reach. Reset. 4 more. Reach. Reset. Again, as you start to move, don't let any movement come into your lower back. Reach. Reset. 2 more. Keep your shoulders stable. Focus on what's not moving. Reach. Reset. 1 more. And then reach. And reset. Good. Okay, from there, guys, sit back again into child's pose. Sit back on the heels as far as you can. Sweep the hands in front. Take a few breaths in and out. Okay, and then from there, guys, we're into our Pilates push-up. So hands again on the floor. I want you to stack your hands directly beneath your shoulders. Again, as I said, it's beginner to intermediate level, so if you want to go into a full push-up position here, you can. But I'm just going to go on my knees, okay, to show guys, okay, who are doing the movement from their knees. Okay, rolling off the tops of the kneecaps, guys. Okay, I want you to press your hips through towards the floor so your hips aren't weighting up in the roof. Push your hips through towards the ground. Hands again are directly beneath my shoulders. I've got a straight line once more from my knees, through my hips, through my 2 shoulders, and then up toward my head. Okay, from there, again, holding that position, take a few breaths in and out. Hands again, firmly in contact with the ground. Take a breath in, on the breath out. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, breath out, pelvic floor activation, breath in, hold the connection. Okay, we're going to go for 12 reps. So again, from there, rush your elbows by your rib cage into our Pilates push-up or tricep push-up. Rush your elbows by your sides, get your chest to the ground, press back away to your starting position. Okay, to make that move easier, just don't travel as far towards the floor. Okay, so just maybe get to halfway between your starting point and the ground. Okay, 12 reps, whatever variation you feel you can do. If you want to go into a full push-up position by getting your feet on the floor and getting your knees off the floor, do so. Okay, off we go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, 12 reps together. Rush your elbows by your sides, press back up. That's 1. Good. Press your elbows by your side, or brush your elbows by your sides, press back up. But again, you're initiating the move from pelvic floor, controlling. Get 12 reps by yourself there. Count for 12 reps. I've 3 done. Good. I've 4 done. Good. On to my 5th rep. Brush my elbows by my sides, press my chest away from the floor. Again, controlling my movement of my lower back, controlling the movement of my body with my pelvic floor. Breath in, breath out, pelvic floor connection. Good. Again, if you want to think about breath in on the way down toward the floor, and then breath out as you press away from the ground. 6 more reps. Good. Holding that position, holding that integrity in my lower back. Chest to the ground. Press back away. 5 more reps for me. Good. Brush my elbows by my sides. Good. I've 8 done. I've 4 more to go. Again, keep that strength in lower back. Keep that straight line from my knees to my hips to my shoulders. I've got 3 more. Good. Brush the elbows by the sides. 2 more. Brush the elbows by my sides. And last one. Brush the elbows by the sides. Breath in. And then breath out, pelvic floor, pressing away from the ground. Once more, sitting back on child's pose, guys. Sitting the head between the hands and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, from there, guys, we're going to move to our side leg series. Okay, so again, I'll just change my position so you can see me. But to start off, guys, I want you to sit up. Okay, lying on your right or left hand side. From there, I want you to stack your feet, stack your knees, stack your hips, and then drop your head on towards your left or your right side, whatever side you're on. Okay? Again, I'm just setting up in this position to start. I'm now going to change positions so you can see me. Okay? So again, reaching in front with the head. My feet, my heel bones are in line with my spine. My feet are stacked, my hips are stacked, my knees are stacked. Hand comes directly up overhead, so the free hand comes up overhead. Okay, and then from there, keep your feet in contact with each other, lift that top knee off the bottom knee, and reset. Lift, reset. Okay, we're going for 12 reps here on this leg. Good, so lift and reset. Lift and reset. Good. We'll go for 6 more. Good, so nice control, keep your feet in contact, and then just lift that top knee off the bottom knee. Good, we'll go for 4 more reps. Good, for 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, from that position, guys, again, holding the position with the head, dropping it onto our left or right arm, reach the leg in front. Okay, so point that toe towards the screen, okay, or towards the end of your mat. Okay, and then from there, I want you to bring that hand that's up overhead onto your hip bone on that top leg. Okay, from that position, just holding that position out for about 30 seconds. Point the toe away from the body. So at all times, you should be able to see that big toe. Again, I'm just going to turn side on so you can see me. Okay, so reaching that foot in front, keeping my hand on that hip bone, point the toe away from the body. So at no time should you feel any movement through that index finger, which is on your hip bone. Okay, so nice control, holding that position, holding that integrity and that strength in that top leg. Point the toe away. Again, at all times, you should be able to see that top leg. Squeeze that top leg, relax your head down onto your arm. And again, there should be no movement. So place your index finger on your hip bone there on that top leg. And if you feel any movement through that leg, just hold it for as long as you can. If you need to drop it down, drop it down. Okay, from there, holding that position, that's your starting and your finishing position. Lift that top leg, reset. Only a slight movement, again, on that index finger. Okay, just that point of contact you have with your hip. That's 3. We go for 3 more. Lift, reset, lift, 2 more, lift, 1 more, lift, reset. Hold that position. Point the toe again once more. Again, index finger is firmly in contact with that top leg. And then from there, set a small circle, okay, in a certain direction. So the smaller the circle, the tougher the move. Nice control. Think pestle and mortar. Think tennis ball. Think a golf ball. Really small movement through that hip joint. Keep the knee quiet. Keep the ankle joint quiet. Keep the toes quiet. So all the movement is coming from that top leg, from that hip joint in that top leg. Good. Small circles, whatever direction you're working in. Change up the direction, opposite direction. Again, pestle and mortar, golf ball, something really small. Don't keep the circle big. Keep it nice and small. Good. Again, not too much movement through your index finger. Just keeping that point of contact on that top leg. From there, back to a hold. Again, don't drop the leg. Don't let it drop. Squeeze the leg. Point the toe. Should be able to see that big toe if you look straight down towards that leg. For 5, we hold it. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend the knee. Drop it onto the bottom leg. Take your time. Okay, and then we turn and face to the opposite direction. Okay, so again, just take your time coming up. Change to the opposite direction. Once more. Drop the head down onto the arm. I'm rolling onto my right side this time. Okay. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders, stack the knees. Make sure your heel bones are in line with your spine. Okay, and to start off, bring that top leg or top arm up overhead. Feet are stacked, knees are stacked, and then start off by just lifting that top knee off the bottom knee. Once more, if you want to bring that index finger onto your hip as a point of contact, okay, there should be not too much movement through that bone or through those muscles where your index finger is placed. Good. We'll do 5 more. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, from there, holding that point of contact with the index finger on that top leg, lift the top leg off the bottom leg, and then point that toe straight ahead or towards the end of your mat. Head is relaxed. If you look straight down, you should be able to see your big toe once more. Holding that position, so keep a straight line. If you watch the screen, I've got a straight line from my shoulder, through my hip joint, through my knee joint, and then finishing out at my ankle joint or at my foot. Okay, again, I'm keeping that point of contact as a reference point on my top leg, so I don't feel too much movement through that hip joint. And then once more from there, start to lift and reset. Okay, we'll go for 8 lifts. Again, not too much movement through that hip. control it, lift, reset. So at all times, you're just drawing a straight line up with that big toe on that top leg. Good, 3 more. 2. And 1. Take it back to hold. Okay, point the toe once more. Holding that position. Don't let it drop towards that bottom leg. So once more, if you look at the screen, you can see a straight line from my shoulder, through my hip, through my knee, and then finishing out through my foot. Again, try to stabilize your body in that position with your pelvic floor. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Keep your shoulders stacked. Keep your head relaxed. And again, take a few deep breaths in and out. Deep breath in, breath out, pelvic floor connection. Okay, and then from there, we'll add a small circle. So a small circle, again, in a certain direction. Smaller the circle, the better. Control, pestle and mortar, golf ball. Keep your knee joint quiet. Keep your ankle joint quiet. Don't let your toes start to move. Just imagine you're drawing that circle with your hip joint. And again, you're keeping that index finger on that top leg or in around that hip joint. Okay, to stabilize that leg so you're not making it a big swing. You're just making the small swing, and then you're using that finger as an index finger as a point of reference. Okay, just hold that position. From there, reverse the circle, opposite direction, small circle, pestle and mortar, golf ball, tennis ball. Again, don't let the leg drop below that hip level. Don't let your foot drop below hip level. Keep a straight line from the hip, through the knee, and through the foot. Okay, from there, back to a hold, point the toe. We hold this for about 20 seconds. Again, don't let the leg drop. Keep that strength. Take a breath in, breath out, pelvic floor connection. Breath in, breath out, pelvic floor connection. Next breath in, hold that connection. Next breath out, re-engage that connection. For 5, 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Bend the top leg, relaxing onto the bottom leg. Okay, and then from there, guys, just roll onto your back. Take a second. Okay, and we'll explain the next move in the next 30 seconds or so. Okay, so about 7 or 8 minutes, guys, left to go. Okay, from this position, feet are flat on the floor, head is back on the ground, hands are by your sides. Okay, and as we did from standing, so I want you to resurrect the arch in both feet by gripping the mat to your big toe and your heel bone on both feet. Shoulders are back and down, shoulders are relaxed, head is relaxed, your head is in neutral. Okay, and then from there, when you're ready, bring your hands to your hips as you did at the very start of the class from standing. So again, let's get those pelvic shifts to shifting the pelvis forward and back, keeping your feet on the floor, keeping your bum in contact with the mat, but you're just moving that pelvis, getting that arch into the lower back, and then reversing that by just dropping your lower back or crushing your lower back onto the mat. Okay, lift the lower back, get that arch into the lower back, and then we'll do one more, crush the lower back onto the mat. Okay, and whatever position you're in, just come to neutral, so that halfway point between those 2 points. Okay, from there, guys, hands come directly up overhead. Again, keeping the arch in both feet. When you're ready, I want you to lift your hips off the mat into a full shoulder bridge, up and hold. Okay, so stabilize yourself with both feet, and then from that position, take a few breaths in and out. Squeeze the back of the body, lift the shoulder blades, so all that's in contact with the mat is your big toe on both feet, your heel bones on both feet, okay, and your shoulder blades left and right hand side of your body. Holding that position to make it slightly tougher, if you like, just alternate between left and right foot. Okay, so lift the right leg off the ground, reset. Lift the left leg off the ground, reset. Okay, we're going to work here for about 30 seconds. So lift, reset, squeeze the back of the body, focus on keeping your hips up, and then if you're working between left and right leg, what I want you to focus on is not letting your body move, not letting the shoulders move, not letting the head move. So stabilize yourself through one leg. So imagine when you start to lift one leg, imagine both feet on the floor. Nothing should move. The position of your body should not change. All that should move is that single leg coming off the ground. So focus again on what's not moving as opposed to what is moving. And stabilize yourself, stabilize your body through your pelvic floor. Breath in, breath out, pelvic floor connection. Okay, I'm going to get 3 more reps off each side. 5 more to go for me. Good. Lift, reset. Breath out, pelvic floor connection. Breath in, hold the connection. Squeeze the body, lift the hips. Good. I've got 1 more off each side. Lift, reset. 1 more. Keep your hips up, keep your hips up. Double leg. We're going to hold this position now for 20 seconds. And really exaggerate your hips up towards the roof. The hips are still up. You still have your 2 points of contact with your feet. You still have the point of contact with your shoulders on the mat. And then from there, we're just going to take 2 or 3 deep breaths in. So deep breath in, deep breath out, pelvic floor connection. Deep breath in, deep breath out, pelvic floor connection. One more breath in, breath out, pelvic floor connection. Drop the hips to the ground, extend the legs in front. Okay, take a breath. It's got a full body stretch here, so reach the hands overhead, point the toes away from the body. Okay, and then from that position, I want you to bring your hands back down by your sides, down by your ribcage. Okay, next move, once more, shoulders back and down. Again, you're in that neutral pelvic position. Okay, and then when you're ready, bring the two legs up directly up overhead. Okay, head stays back and forward start. Point the toes up towards the roof. Okay, so your feet are directly above your hips. Okay, and then from that position, I want you to draw your shoulder blades off the ground, but initiate the lift through your breastbone. Okay, so breath in, breath out, lift your shoulder blades, initiate the move again through your breastbone. Hold that position, bring your hands by your sides. If you want to make it tougher, turn the palms of the hands towards the roof. Okay, and then from there, it's going to alternate between left and right side. Okay, so dropping the right leg to the ground, reset. Drop the left leg to the ground, reset, and then just alternate between left and right side. We're going to go for about 12 reps off each leg. If you find this move too tough, or you feel any tension on your neck, number one, try and re-engage and reinforce that connection to pelvic floor as much as possible. Or if you're finding it too much stress on your neck, just drop your head back to the floor and then try and re-engage, reinforce that connection, and then reset and try go again. Good. Again, nice and slowly. Think about your breath. Again, all the force through the breastbone, tailbone to pubic bone towards your navel. Think about breath out, drop the leg, breath in, lift the leg, breath out, drop the leg, breath in, lift the leg, point toes. Again, keep the strength in both legs. Good. I've got 4 more to go off each side, so 8 in total. Good. 6 more to go. Very good. Keep the head stable. Keep the head in neutral. Good. 2 more off each side. Point the toes. Drop the leg. Reset. 1 more off each side. Last one. Drop. Reset. Tuck the knees to the chest. Drop the head back on the floor. Okay, and then from there, extend the legs in front once more. Bring your 2 hands directly up overhead. Get a full body stretch. Okay, next move then, guys. 2 feet again, stay on the floor. Okay, 2 hands then will come directly up overhead. Exactly what we did there. So lifting or initiating the lift of our upper body through our breastbone, through our pelvic floor. So again, you're in neutral with the pelvis. Legs are extended. Hands are overhead. Okay, and then from there, think about breath in, breath out. You start to lift straight up to a seated position and reach your hands toward your feet. Okay, and then slowly work your way all the way back down to that lying position. Concentrate on your hands, peel yourself back down, peel yourself vertebrae by vertebrae down to the floor, lift yourself up, peel yourself up, look towards the roof, reach your hands towards your feet, look at your hands, concentrate on your hands, peel yourself back down towards the floor, get to the floor, hands from overhead, feet stay in contact with the ground, lift, reach towards the feet. But again, as you lift, think about initiating the lift through your pelvic floor and then reset towards the floor. Lift the shoulder blades, lift through the breastbone, control yourself, reach towards your feet. That's 4. We're going through 10 reps. Control, peel yourself back down to the floor. Concentrate on your hands, bring your hands directly up overhead to start. That's 5 more. Good, peel yourself up. Reach towards the feet. Good, peel yourself back down. 4 more to go. Control towards the ground. 4 more, lift. Control, bring your hands towards your feet. Good, 3 more to go. Peel yourself back down. Control, again, vertebrae by vertebrae down to the ground. Hands overhead. 3 more, lift. Good, reach your feet. Good, 2 more when we complete this rep. Good, all the way back down towards the floor. Hands are overhead. Peel yourself up. Breastbone starts to lift. Pelvic floor starts to lift. Good, 1 more to go. Peel yourself back down, peel yourself back down. Good, and then 1 more, hands overhead. Peel yourself up, reach towards the floor, and hold. Good, okay, from there guys, last move coming up into our 100. Okay, so again, a few variations depending on what level you feel you can do. Okay, so again, starting off, drop the head back to the mat. Okay, feet again are in contact with the floor to start off. Find that neutral position with your pelvis. 2 hands come directly up overhead, and then I want you to bring your 2 legs up to tabletop. Okay, so knees are stacked directly above my hips. Point toes towards the front of the mat. Okay, pin your feet together, pin your knees together. Hands from overhead to start, and exactly as we did in the last move, when you lift your shoulder blades off the ground, Initiate the move through pelvic floor. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Lift the shoulder blades, bring the hands by your sides. Okay, pin the knees together, pin the feet together. Once more, if you see, I lifted, or I initiated the lift through my breastbone, through my pelvic floor. Okay, and then from there, the last move of the class, just want you to concentrate on your breath. Okay, so holding this position for about a minute or over a minute. Okay, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, breath in, try and take 3 or 4 seconds on your breath in. Try and take 3 or 4 seconds on your breath out. So nice controlled, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. So again, I'll just talk you through the last move. Try and take 3 to 4 seconds on the breath in. If you want to make it tougher, turn the palms of the hands toward the floor. Obviously don't touch the floor, and just add a slight pulse through your hands coming from your shoulder joint. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. The challenge here now is to control your breath. Breathe in, think pelvic floor. So breath out, exaggerate your breath out. Good. Tailbone to pubic bone towards the navel. Breath in, breath out, pelvic floor connection. Breath in, hold the connection, reinforce the connection. Breath out, re-engage the connection. You should feel that ripple down now through the middle of our tummy. Good. Breathe in, pin the feet together. Don't let your knees come apart. Pin your knees together. Breathe in. Again, imagine somebody is forcing your 2 knees together, forcing your 2 feet together. Breathe in. Breath out, pelvic floor connection. We'll go for another 30 seconds here, guys. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, if you feel any tension on your neck, really concentrate on that breath out and bring as much focus to your pelvic floor as you can. Tailbone to pubic bone towards the navel. Pin your feet together, pin your knees together, point the toes, keep your upper body stable. Brush the hands by the rib cage. Good. 12 seconds to go. Good. Breath in, breath out, pelvic floor connection. We get 3 more breaths. Breathe in. Breath out, connection. Breathe in. Breath out, pelvic floor connection. Last breaths. Breathe in. Breath out. And relax. Brilliant stuff, guys. Excellent work. Again, about 36 minutes of work there. Take your time. If you have time for a cool down, we get a stretch together. Okay, so just bring the hands right overhead. Take a few breaths in and out. Point the toes away from the body. Bring your hands right up overhead. Okay, and then just hold that position now for the next 20 seconds or so. So again, you just stay on the mat there. Just breathe in, breathe out. Hands are right overhead. Feet are extended long. Okay, and then we'll just get a few stretches to finish off. So again, just keep head back in the floor. Your hands are directly up overhead. Your feet are extended. And just breathe in and breathe out there for the next 5 or 6 seconds. Okay, from there, guys, keep your left leg on the floor. Hold behind the right knee, so just below the hamstring. Keep your hip joint stable, and then just slowly kick through that knee. So up and down, nice control through the knee. Get 3 reps more on this side. 2. Staying on that leg, extend the leg up towards the roof. Okay, from there, walk the hands up towards the heel bone, lift the shoulder blades off the ground, bring the head towards the knee, and then just feel that stretch onto the back of that right leg. Good. 3, 2, 1. Reset. Drop the head back to start. Hold behind the knee. Slowly kick up and down through that knee joint. Keep your hip joint stable. So just working the knee. Go for 3 more reps. Good. For 2, 1. Stay on that leg. Extend the leg up towards the roof. Walk your hands up towards your heel. Lift the shoulder blades off the ground. Bring your head towards your knee. Hold. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Okay, from there, guys, tuck your right knee to your chest. Extend your left leg long, and then just use that position to roll forward or roll up, okay, to a seated position. Okay, from there, feet come in front, okay, hands come in front, reach the hands forward, tuck the head between the hands, and then just reach as far forward with those hands as you can. So tucking your head between your hands, don't let your head or your hands drop toward the feet. Imagine somebody is just pulling your 2 hands forward, you're just reaching as far as you can, reaching the head between the hands. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, there, reset. Come into a cross-legged position, so right over left or left over right, whatever is comfortable. Okay, shoulders again back and down. Right hand or left hand up overhead. The opposite hand then comes to the floor, and then just reach that hand out, and then just sweep that hand overhead, and then just feel that stretch on your right or left hand side. My right hand is up overhead, so I'm trying to keep my right hip on the floor. If your left hand is up overhead, try to keep your left hip in contact with the floor. Just feel that stretch a bit more through that right or left hand side. Okay, so up inside. So again, I'm bringing my left hand up overhead. I'm walking my right hand out as far as I can. And I'm trying to keep my left hip bone on the floor. Feel that stretch into my left side. So breathe into it. Take a breath in. On the breath out, just feel that hand drift a little bit further overhead. And then we'll do one more on each side. So reach overhead. My right hand is coming overhead, feeling the stretch into my right side. Keep my right hip bone on the floor. And reset. Swap sides. Walk the hand overhead. Walk the hand out to the floor. My left hand is overhead. I'm trying to keep my left hip bone on the floor. Breathe in. Breath out. Just walk it out a bit further. And relax. Okay, from there, opposite hand comes to the opposite shoulder. Shoulders come back and down. Take a breath in. On the breath out, we're just going to rotate over our right shoulder as far as you can. Just feeling that stretch into our mid back. So your shoulders are backing down. Keep the spine nice and long, and then just rotate that head. Rotate your mid back as far as you can towards that right or left side. Okay, reset. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, opposite direction. Rotate to the left or right hand side. Okay, and again, get your end range, and then take a deep breath in, and then on your breath out, get a little bit further towards that left or right hand side. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, from there, guys, last stretch, just popping onto all fours once more. Okay, start off, and then from there, back into our child's pose, sit back onto your heels, sweep your hands in front, tuck your head in between your hands and hold. For 3, 2, 1. Okay, from there, guys, hands come to the floor, step back with your feet to the back of your mat. Okay, and then from there, try to focus on keeping your legs as straight as possible. Walk your feet all the way in towards your hands, come to a stand. Feet come together, as we did there at the start of the class. Bring the hands to the backs of the legs, tuck your chest towards your thighs, and then just hold that position. Breathe in and breathe out into that stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pretty tough, guys. Excellent work. That is just over 40 minutes of work. So thanks very much for joining in. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, we're going to introduce obviously the Pilates classes, and we'll just add the difficulty, and we'll add certain cues. If some people are finding the moves a little bit easy, we can add some difficulty to the moves. Okay, so hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice afternoon. And again, really appreciate joining in. Thanks very much. Take care. Have a good day.